and achieving more. Telling it just like it is. Most of all, keeping it real. Are you ready for real talk? Changing lives and communities. Real talk. Saving all our families. Real talk. Bringing hope for you and me. Real talk. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio.
Well, hello there, and welcome to the Real Talk with Judy live radio show. I am Dr. Judy, your host for this great show, and I want to thank you so very much for tuning in. Every time we come on, you're here, and I want to say thank you so very much. I am seriously excited about today's show. It is going to bless you as it is going to bless me. Y'all forgive me right here. As it is going to bless me. And I just want to thank you so very much for tuning in as you do always. And I just want to thank you. This show is going to be a special show today. We're going to celebrate mothers and just some things we're going to share. And I want you to go ahead and get everybody on that you can. At least give them an opportunity to come on as we celebrate mothers, all right? As we celebrate mothers and everything you want to accomplish or you desire to accomplish, your mother had faith in you. And we're going to talk about some, I made a list of some mothers and we're going to talk about that. But one of the things that I have experienced in life is that there's nothing like a mother's love, a mother arm, a mother hand, a voice of encouragement, nothing like that. And a lot of the mothers live on Philippians 4:13. They give it to us. And they say stuff like, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So don't you give up. And I greatly appreciate that. So y'all know, those who are on with me often know that I am going to, one of the first things I'm going to do on my show is greet my mom. And I want to thank God for her so very much. My mother, Mother Irma Hunter Wesley, down in Fort Lauderdale, spoke to her this morning, as I do every single morning. But I want to thank God so very much for her. And oftentimes people say that I remind them of her, I act like her, and so many of my mannerism or my facial expressions, sometimes different things remind them of my mother. And I am honored by that. I really am. I am shaped by my mom. It was because of her, my upbringing. My mom, I followed her. I watched her. My Uncle Skip said, I just used to stare at my mom. I would sit there and stare at her. I would watch how she handled different things. And I've always, all of my life, wanted to imitate my mom in so many different areas because I've seen her handle so much. And thanks be to God, she's still here. She's 86 years old. Her steps are slower. She don't get around as much as she used to, but she's 86, right? And she's led a full life. She's led a full good life. But my sister Tanya and my niece Kiara, they take very good care of my mom, providing her care every single day. So I am just thankful for her and what she has instilled into my life and what she has poured, the example that she has been and still is as a holy woman of God. And I just want to thank her. So today, I thank God for her. And happy Mother's Day week, Mama. And so I thank God for her. So, and to my husband, my awesome husband, thank God so very much for a husband who celebrates me every single day. And not, I want to share this with y'all. We're going to talk about this maybe Father's Day. But sometimes we try to buy gifts. Gifts are good. But I want to share this. You don't always have to buy tangible things. If you can give the gift of love, the gift of support, the gift of presence, that means so much, so much. And tangible gifts are good. Hear me. But don't place a relationship on tangible gifts. We've been married. This year right here will make 45 years that we've been married. 45 years. And it's not on gifts, y'all. We love each other because we love each other. And I'm not saying, hear me now, I'm not saying don't buy no gift. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying don't make that everything that it is. Because then all those moments when you can't buy gifts or you can't do that, then the love ain't gonna be there. Things gonna start happening in the relationship. And you don't want that to happen. And that's one of the things about my mom too. My mom and my dad, they did not raise us on gift. They raised us on love. They raised us on presence. Present. P-R-E uh, presence. Presence. That what they raised us on. They were always there. And we got everything we asked for. I believe just about everything we asked for growing up, we received it. But it wasn't just based on that. So I want to thank you, sweetheart, for just being an awesome man of God. And Lord, He loads me with gifts. He loads me with gifts. But there was a time when life circumstances, we could not afford tangible gifts. But His love, His presence, His support, His encouragement was there. And so I thank God for that. And I want to say to Priscilla, Sister Missionary Priscilla John Lewis, the production, my marketing director, and all. I want to thank you all so very much, Priscilla, for what you do. Carolyn and Danette, and even Kaylin. Just thank you all for what you all do to make this show work. So I want to say thank you all so very, very much. And to you, the audience who comes back every time that I'm on, you come back, and I want to say thank you so very much. So with all of that, then, and I know there's some birthdays or something that I want to shout out to people I don't quite remember, but I want to say happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, and happy wedding anniversary. I know Tyrese and Vaughn Wilson just celebrated their anniversary, and there's some more. But I want to say happy anniversary to you all, and say happy anniversary to you all. So here it is. Today I'm going to talk about. Today I'm going to say happy Mother's Day, mothers. Happy Mother's Day to all of you all. I want to say happy Mother's Day. And one thing that I've learned about mothers' love are irreplaceable, unconditional, steadfast, and unmovable. There's just something about a mother's love that is just real, and I want to say to you all, just keep on loving, just keep on being the awesome women that you are. Unconditional love, steadfast, unmovable love is what mothers give to us. And we appreciate that. We appreciate that. So many of our lives have been increased and really made better because of the love of our mothers. And we want to thank God for that. Thank God for every mother, every mother, every mother. Your love and contribution to our lives. And I know many things I say today, you will agree that's your mom as well. I know this week, and I want to do this before I move forward. This week is bittersweet for a lot of people. A lot of people are going to experience some bittersweet moments this week, and I want to talk to you all first. I want to do talk to you all first. And the reason why this week is going to be bittersweet to some is because some mothers are no longer here. Um, uh, Especially those whose mother is no longer here on earth, whether they have recently passed. I know several people whose mother just recently passed. I know several people who mothers have just recently passed, and I want to say, or have been absent from your presence for a long time. But some just lost their mothers last night. I know of last night, this morning, last week, uh, and then some mothers have been gone for a while. My grandmother has been gone for a while, and my mom is still affected by her absence, and so of all of us, because you had a great grandmother. Man, it's something about them grandmamas too, right? It's something about them grandmothers. So I can only imagine this emptiness you feel right now. Also, it's bittersweet for those mothers who child or children are no longer here. We have some mothers who had children to recently pass, and I losing a child is hard. I've been there. I can relate to that absence um, in losing a child. I can relate to that absence. And some have, and my child would have been. She was born in 1988, and so this is 2025. She would have been 37 on July 4th. July 4th of this year, she would have been 37 years old. And so I want to offer a prayer before I go any further in the show. I want to offer a prayer for these mothers who have recently lost, for these children. I know you're adults as well, but you're still your mom's child. So for those who have lost a child early, uh, I mean your mom recently, or um, a long time, I want to pray for you. And then those who have lost a child rather recently, a long time, I'm going to pray for you before I get into the show. Minister Brenda Howard, thank you. Evangelist Tricia Johnson, I see you on, and those others who are listening by way of radio and the internet. Thank you all so very much. But I want to pray for both of you, because it's going to be a hard week, and other things. I want to pray for you. So Heavenly Father, today for children, uh, adults and young adults who will face this Mother's Day week and Mother's Day with an empty chair and a profound sense of loss, I ask you to be their strength and comfort and peace as only you can do. Their mother, a precious gift who love shaped their lives, is no longer with them in the physical realm. The joy that this week and day typically holds is now shadowed by grief and a deep longing for her presence. I pray these hearts that they may find comfort and peace in the midst of their sorrow, as only you can do. Surround them with your love and the gentle care of those who cherish them. May they feel the warmth of your embrace and know that they are not alone in their pain. Father, pray that you would grant them the strength to navigate this difficult week and day, to remember their mother with love and gratitude for the time they shared. May the memories they hold dear become a source of solace and a reminder of the enduring bond that death cannot break. Bless those who will step in with extra tenderness and support, offering a listening ear, a comforting hug, and a loving presence. May their actions reflect your compassion and bring a measure of peace to these children's hearts. Help them to know that love transcends the physical, and that their mother's spirit lives on in their hearts and in the love that surrounds them. May this Mother's Day week and Mother's Day, though filled with sadness, also be a testament to the enduring power of a mother's love. Father, for the mothers whose arms ache with emptiness, whose hearts bear the profound wound of losing a child, be their strength, comfort, and peace. Mother's Day, a day meant for celebration, now arrives as a sad reminder of the precious child who is no longer by their side. For these mothers who love knows no bounds, whose grief runs deep, I ask for your tender embrace. Surround them with your comforting presence and grant them comfort in their unimaginable pain. Let them feel the gentle touch of your healing hand upon their wounded hearts. May they find strength in the cherished memories they hold, the echoes of laughter, the warmth of embraces, the indelible mark their child left upon their soul. Help them to navigate this week and Mother's Day with courage, allowing themselves to grieve while also remembering the joy and love their child brought into their lives. Bless them with supportive family and friends who will walk alongside them, offering a listening ear, a comforting hug, an unwavering understanding. May they feel seen and loved in their sorrow. Remind them that their love for their child endures, transcending the boundaries of life and death. May they find moments of peace amidst their grief, knowing that their child is held in your loving care. Grant them hope for brighter days, where the sharpness of their pain may soften and where memories bring more smiles than tears. May they find ways to honor their child's legacy. May the children who lost their mother find ways to honor their mother's legacy and keep their spirit alive in this in their heart. On this Mother's Day week, though marked by absence, may these mothers feel depth of your love and the enduring connection they share with their beloved child and their mother. God grant them peace and comfort as only you can do. And we give you praise and honor for every mother, whether they lost a child or their mother. And we give you praise, glory, and honor. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. For the remainder of the show, I want to, and today, this week is, I think, Teachers Appreciation Week. And we want to say to all of the teachers, we appreciate you so very much. A lot of every field that is successful or providing even learning to our to the people or whatever, every field is touched by a teacher. And I want to say thank you to all of the teachers who are listening and who will hear this. Thank you for pouring yourself into our lives. And to the teachers of Dream Builders Greatness Child Development Center, under the leadership and direction of Carolyn Waddell, I want to say to each one of you, thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. Thank you. Amen. Thank you for doing what you do. And we're going to talk about that sometime later, but we want you to do that. All right. Minister Howard, I've come to learn and hear that it doesn't matter the length of time you miss mama when she's gone. And everybody tell me, cherish your mama while she's here. You better believe I do. Every second of the day, I do. I miss my grandmother and stuff like crazy. So today, I'm going to acknowledge some of the efforts and love of mothers. Here's a list I compiled. Now you all may want to add to this list, but here's the list I compiled of some of the types of mothers that we have. So you got your biological mother, you got your grandmothers, you got your bonus mothers. I call them step-in mothers. I know a lot of people, when they identify, they say, this is my stepmother. This is my, but I call them step-in mothers because they stepped in for the biological mother. So you got your biological mothers, grandmothers, bonus mothers, step-in mothers, godmothers, like a mother, foster mothers, adopted mothers, spiritual mother, auntie mother. Yeah, y'all know you got them auntie mothers. Then you got those other mothers, right? You got those other mothers. So if you can think of any other mothers that I left off, put them in the chat. Put them in the chat. So today, what I've done, my understanding and experiences with my mother have inspired me to write 50 shades about mothers through my eyes. And so I'm going to talk about it, but I am sure if your relationship with your mother allow you to connect with what I'm saying, what I'm sharing, please feel free to type your related experiences in the chat. Okay, so I'm going to talk about based on my relationship with my mother. And my mother and I have a very good relationship. I have all 66 years of the life that I've lived, from the time I can remember, my mom has been and is my hero. She is a woman that I've always wanted to model after. I just love watching her growing up, how she maneuvered, how she handled different things, how she wasn't a quiet woman. Y'all, my mama wasn't quiet. Y'all probably can go figure. But and that's the way she and my dad raised us. We can voice our opinion. We had a seat at our table for real. They allowed us to talk. They allowed us to give suggestion. I found out not too long ago that and ain't nothing really changed, but they did allow us to speak. And because of that, now all of my sisters and brothers, except my older sister, we will ask questions. We will give our input. We will give you suggestions. We have opinions. We study so we can be involved in conversation. All of that comes from my mom and dad because they told us that we have a right, and we don't just take things at face value, y'all. We ask questions. I think that is good raising. I think that, and if some people are intimidated, they feel insecure and inferior about it. My dad and my mom said that is not our problem. Just be respectful. They taught us to be respectful. So here it is. A mother love is the first language we ever learn. A mother love is the first language we ever learn. Mothers communicate love through touch, tone of voice, facial expression, and consistent care long before words are understood. When we first come here, we know that our mom loved us. And I list all of those moms, I list all of those types of mothers because one of those mothers are in your life. Some people say, well, my biological mother wasn't there. She gave me away. Yeah, but if she wasn't able at the time to provide for you. I worked with the Department of Children and Family for over 20 years. And y'all, one of the things I've learned, I've seen young mothers ages 13 or 14 who could not take care of their child and who family members would not accept the child for whatever reason. They put them in foster care. Some of these children, some of these adults' lives have been blessed because their biological mother, hear me what I'm telling you, had enough courage to bring them into the world, but for whatever reason, they wasn't able to provide for the child. And so they put them in a place praying that they would be adopted or by some another mother who would love them like they wanted to. Do y'all understand me? There are some mothers who knew they couldn't. So that's why we got all these other mothers, godmothers and bonus mothers and step-in mothers and all of that kind of stuff. But the love comes from you, the tone of voice from our mothers, the facial expression. And sometimes, y'all, I am 66 years old. And there are times I just want to go home and I lay in the bed with my mom. Well, we got two separate beds. She got a big king size bed and another bed. But I am 66 years old. Hearing my mother's voice sometimes just saying, Judy, everything's going to be all right. Or Judy, so-and-so. Or Judy, I'm proud of you. I got voice messages still on my phone when my mother called me 5 years ago and told me happy birthday. 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and this year. Do you understand? Consistent care long before words are understood. When we first come and do it. My kids at my daycare now, when their mother come in, they run there and they do it with their father as well. But when those mothers come in, there's a sense of safety. There's a sense they communicate to us the first language, our first language we learn from our mother. Now hear us, if the mother is abusive and all that kind of stuff, that is there too. But in my household, our mother taught us. My mother could look at us and we can feel the love. I'm sure. I said my sister Tanya has come on. I'm sure that you all can agree with what I'm saying. The tone of voice from a mother, the consistent care from a mother, all of that. That is that they create a sense of safety, belonging that form the basis of emotional understanding. And Mother, we thank you for the countless unseen sacrifices you made. I'm sure that all of you, from that list of mothers that I made, your mother has made countless unseen sacrifices. There are some things we don't know what our mother did. We don't know, but we know. My family, for instance, with all of us, went on a vacation every single summer. Every single summer, my parents made sure we went on vacation. Now, this is what we don't know. We don't know if they struggled or what. The only thing we know, we went on a vacation, stayed in a hotel, ate at fine restaurant, and this is from childhood to adult. We still do it right now. Ain't no joke. Ain't no joke. We did that, and this love, this unseen sacrifice is manifested in late nights tending to sick children. Who's going to get up when a child is sick? Your mother. The mother would get up. They lose sleep. They lose sleep. We've seen it. Get up late in the night and still go to work. Still fix you breakfast and sandwiches or whatever you want for lunch. Still do that. Putting their own needs last. That's what this is. Worrying silently. You have mothers who worry silently about this or that, and we don't know exactly what all they thinking of sometimes. Sometimes when I'm praying for my mom, I pray that God will honor what's in her mind. What's in her mind? What's in her mind? You're right, Tanya. Every summer and weekend, every weekend, every weekend, they took us to a fine restaurant to make sure that we knew how to eat at the table. I know everybody didn't have this, but this is what I've learned. This is why I work so hard to give it to other people, other children, because this is the way we was raised. This is, and can I help y'all in one way of another or another? Your mother did the same thing. Stop thinking about it. Thinking about it. I always tell people, always give thanks for your biological mother. Always. If she didn't abort you, give thanks for her. You know why? Because if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't be here. So always, I don't care if she's present or not. I don't care if, and there was somebody on, I don't know if it was on a movie or something. I shared it on my page, but the guy was saying that his mom left him in the dumpster, near a dumpster. Left a note, take care of my baby. I was like, man, that is wonderful. Because you know what? Somebody come into the dumpster. Somebody could have somebody come into the dumpster. She could have put him in the dumpster, but she did not. So think about it. I tell people all the time, always thank God for your biological mother for not aborting you. That's enough to give thanks for. Right there. Right there. Some of you know, my mama just an alcoholic, but she brought you here. She delivered you. She could have given you up. I worked in the top department of children and family. You could go ask the people who work in the morgue. Go ask the funeral home. Go ask J.P. Morgan. Go ask him. How many parents abort these children? Ask the doc. They're not going to tell you, but I'm telling you the answer. But we'll go do statistics. Go look on the data. But if they brought you here, tell them things. Mothers adjust their careers or personal lives to prioritize their family well-being. Thank God for your mother. Stop thinking of things. Stop thinking of things. A mother's strength is a source of inspiration, a constant source of inspiration. A mother's strength, a mama is strong. A mama is strong. They have shown on the news in different places where mothers will lift a car off their baby. They've shown that. They have shown that. They have shown pictures of mothers taking animals and beating them half to death because they got their baby. I'm here. I'm telling you. And a mama now, you bother their children. You bother their children. I don't care how old they are. Bother their children and see what happens. Because a mother has a constant source of strength, right? And their strength is a constant source of inspiration. It's nothing like looking in the audience and seeing your mother there. It's nothing like it. Okay? When I got the key to the city, I know I lost a lot of friends because they were jealous. My mama told us, don't be jealous of nobody. Celebrate, clap, 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 clap. Because whatever it is, whatever they have achieved, it's worth doing it. But you know what? I flew to Fort Lauderdale because my mama couldn't come here. My sister Tanya and them, they watched it they was on the internet. I felt that. I felt that. Man, I felt that. I like when my mom shows up. And I thank God for the internet because she's able to be everywhere. She's able to be everywhere. Sometimes she can't be there in the physical, like right in the room, but through streaming, she's able to be there. And I love it. I'm 66 and I love the presence of my mom. I've been married almost 45 years and I love the presence of my mom. I really do. I love the presence of my mom. All right. Mothers demonstrate resilience. And this is all these things that I'm giving to you, man. These are from me and my mom relationship. All right. These are from me and my mom relationship. Priscilla, I'm telling you, do not bother y'all hear that? Don't bother these mama children. They will be the nicest people in the world. You think that they just Mary, Jesus Mama Mary. Y'all just think that she just, y'all bother these real mama children. Bother these mother's children and see what happens. Now, and I love it because my mom would stick up for us, but if we were wrong, she gonna tell us we were wrong, and she gonna beat our behind, but she gonna be there. And I think every mother do this. And all y'all who mom on here, y'all gonna agree with this. I'm doing this because I love you. Man, my mom used to tell me up and beat me, talking about she loved me. If you love me, why you gotta whoop me? You know? But she just did what the Bible say. Spare the rod, spoil the child. That's what it said. Spare the rod, spoil the child. And I am a believer of it. And it's not corporal punishment, it's train them in the way they should go. Right? Right. But don't bother these mama children. Mothers demonstrate resilience by navigating challenges. A mama can navigate a challenge. Man, they just know how to do it. They can juggle multiple responsibility at the same time. I agree with you, Sister Sarah. Treat my mother with kindness and respect. I agree with that too. We want to treat our mother with kindness and respect. We want others to treat our mothers with kindness and respect. Because one thing you ain't gonna do, especially for a mother, and y'all see the list of the mothers I got on there. Especially for a mother who's been there for you, a mother who has sacrificed so much for you. Don't bother her either, because those children will come at you. And some people act like they don't know what they do to you. They know what they do. Yeah, but don't bother them. Mothers can juggle multiple things at one time. They can have multiple responsibility. They persevere through difficult time, often setting an example of fortitude for their children. As you watch your mom and you see how she juggled life, you know ain't but so much income coming in. But mamas most time don't allow their children to go lacking. They will go lacking before their children go lacking. And most time the children don't even know how they got it. That's why they stopped telling these children that it's a Santa Claus. Ain't no Santa Claus brought you that, honey. I worked hard to get you that. That's why they do that. That's why they did that. To make you know that no, your parents worked hard for this. Your parents juggled things. And I want to say, mamas, we thank you. We thank you for that. We thank you. I don't have any biological children because our daughter passed. But man, sometimes I think Carolyn is a biological daughter. Yeah. We got some biological children. Cameron. We got Ron, Danette. We got some biological children, Antonio. But we just thank God for them listening to us. Yeah, we discipline all of them, every last one of them. Okay. But we've been an example, I work to be a great example to those that God has allowed me to mother. I want to be a great example. I show them everything. I show them how to handle anger, how to handle being betrayed, how to handle celebration, how to handle when friends come and when friends go, how to handle being lied on. That's what mothers do without making other people look bad. That's what mothers do. Mothers know how to do that. And a mother hug, sometimes I just want to go to Fort Lauderdale and get a hug from my mama. I do. I do. I just want to hug her, right? I want to kiss her, kiss on the cheek and her forehead. I just tell her thank you. Sometimes just being in her presence. Sometimes people don't understand that, but when you got that kind of relationship with your mother, y'all see how I listed them. You got your biological, your godmother, your spiritual mother, your auntie mother. You got all of those things. But a mother hug provides comfort, security. It's reassurance. It's offering emotional and sometimes either physical peace in moments of distress. And a mother is the heartbeat of our family. A mother is the heartbeat of our family. She really is. They serve as emotional centers. I say, you want a good psychiatrist? Go talk to your mama. Okay, there's nobody who can offer you that kind of stuff. I'm telling you, they have a way of doing it. Okay, they can be hurting, and sometimes they just keep it from you. That's why we got to have good mothers in the church. We got to have good mothers in the church who can help nurture. Mothering is the nurturing part of God. Mothering is that nurturing part of God, that soft part of God. Okay, they're emotional center. They foster connection, managing schedule, maintaining the overall rhythm and well-being of the household. This is what I've learned from my mom in 66 years. These are the things that I have gained from my mother. Y'all talking about the church mother, extraordinary. People in the church love to come to my mom. People on the street, the people in the community. That's it. That's it. God bless you, Pastor, right? That's it. Right? Sometimes people say, can I just hug you? Sure. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. No? You know? And Priscilla, we understand. We understand. Priscilla's taking care of her mom, and everybody in the world pretty much know this. Her mom has dementia, so there's moments that she goes through. Amen. But she's still here. You grab Miss Vera and just hug her. I know what you're talking about, though. Okay. But here we go again. So God gives us others who can step in, not replacing, but enhancing, letting us feel that warmth and that love from a mother. You know, sometimes when church, even sons do this. I know sons do this. My husband, when my mother-in-law, I just call her mother. That's my husband's mom. She passed right before her 95th birthday. But there was just something about her with him, you know. And he got a good wife. He got a good wife. My husband got a real good wife. But there was just something about mother, and that was his mama. Do you understand? That was his mama. And sometimes he would drive over to Live Oak and he would tell me, I'm going to go to Live Oak today. Not, Judy, do you want to come? I probably was busy, but not, I probably could have gone if I wanted to. But you know what I did? I let him have that moment with his mother. You know why? Because her guidance. Mama, listen to me, mothers. Mothers, your guidance is a compass that always point your children and people to truth. Through advice, moral lessons, and sharing values, mother, you help your children develop a sense of right and wrong. That's why you can't condone children in wrongness. Because if they're younger, when they get older, then you got a grown child out of control. Can I help some of you who try to be your friend? I'm going to be my child friend. Just keep on. When it's time to be a mother, it's time to be a mama. They got their friend. They got stuff they ain't going to share with you. Oh, my child share everything. No, your child do not. They share it with their best friends and their other friends. But you teach them what's right from wrong, and you be there guiding them. I promise you this, they will come to you. They're going to come to you. Help them navigate life's decision. Tell them truth. You're supposed to get mad with your mama. You are. I ain't going to tell you how many times I was mad with my mama. And in my mind, man, I hit her side the head. I did everything in my mind. But outside my mind, it was yes, ma'am. Tears rolling down. Do you hear me, Judy? Yes, ma'am. Go to your room. Yes, ma'am. And do not get on that phone. And I'm not taking it out your room. Don't you get on it. That was before we had cell phone. My mom and dad gave all of us, we had the same line, but we had a different phone line than my mom and them. The house phone number was one number, and then we had our own phone in our bedrooms. Okay. But they taught us right from wrong. Mothers, you have a responsibility to train your children. Hear me, mama, hear me. Train your little girls and your grown daughters to be respectful. I don't condone rape under any circumstance, none. I do not, it bothers me when men bother children. Leave those children alone. But at the same time, mothers, teach your girls to dress appropriately. Right, my sister Cindy from Scotland says, I'm mama first and friends second. That's right. I tell my child, I'll always protect you, even from yourself. Oh, my Lord. Mom's first. That's it, y'all. You got to understand that. You got to understand that. Your child, your adult children, they need a mama. We need mama. We need mama. And mama, sometimes they're not going to like you because you have to tell the truth. You have to tell your child the truth. You have to tell your child you're wrong. You're disrespectful. Da, 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 da. And at the same time, you celebrate your children. Mama, we can have everybody there, but we want mama there. We want mama there. Every now and then I wear Carolyn's shirt that says, I am the proud mama of an AKA. Yes, we want to be there for everything. And mama, when the world of your child go crushing down, the very first person they want to see is mama. Whether that's the biological mother, the step-in mother, the other mother, godmother, all those mothers. And mama don't get jealous because that mama is doing their job, helping you do your job or have helped you do your job. The world is a better place because of mothers. It really is. Raising individual with love and empathy and values. Mothers, you contribute to a more compassionate and responsible society. You contribute to a more compassionate and responsible society. That's right, Sister Sarah. No matter how old we get, I'm 66. My brother is 72, or will be 70. He's 5 years older than me. 72, 71, 6. He'll be 71 this year. And y'all, that's the thing about it. No matter how old we get, we still want mama, and they always mama. I have never yelled at my mother, ever. I've talked back. I got hit in the mouth. I lost 3 teeth and 1 permanent tooth. And that's why I have a space in my mouth, because I refuse to get braces, because I want this to be a reminder always that I talk back. And she knocked me in the mouth and knocked that 3 tooth. I'm glad 2 came back. 1 didn't, but it's okay. Okay? My mama said, I taught you not to talk back. You don't talk back to me. And raise my hand at her? Oh, Jesus, no. You know? Mama did stir. And do y'all not know, to this day, right here, I have older people trying to tell me to call them by their first name. I cannot. Because my mother, we couldn't call older women by their first name. And I do not allow little children to call me Judy. I don't. Now, they may call you by your first name, but they're not going to call me by my first name. They're going to call me Miss Judy. Miss Judy. Sister Judy. Pastor Judy. Lady Judy. But they ain't calling me Judy. No, you ain't earned that right. No, I had to tell a 23-year-old that. Judy, I am Miss Judy to you, sweetheart. Yes, that's respect. And don't you allow nobody to call your mama by their first name if they some little kid. And I'm not talking about little children either, not just a 5-3-year-old. I'm talking about 20, 25, 30. Don't let them disrespect your mama. Call, put a handle on it. I got people right now. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Stop saying yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am to me. Stop calling me miss. I can't help it, ma'am. I sound like my deacon, my son, Deacon Ball. He's a Marine, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. That's how I sound just now. Okay, mothers, your belief in us has helped us believe in ourselves. A mama belief in you can make you believe that you are awesome. Mama, your belief help your children believe they are awesome. They need, mothers, we need you just to encourage us. I'm not talking about in Rome. Just to encourage, tell us, mothers. Just say you're good. Mothers talk. No one, no ma'am. First name basis is, oh, no ma'am. That's it, Sister Sarah. A good fear for your mom turns into respect. Cindy, that's the truth. That's the truth. Okay? Treat and let me treat other people's children like you want others to treat your child. Because your child is gonna face something. And when I say, and y'all hear me, I'm talking about from birth to 70. And if you're 100 or something, you still got children from birth to 100. Mothers, help us believe in ourselves and help us to treat others like you want us to be treated. I am good to older people. As much as my sister and my niece take care of my mom, as much as we help, all of our siblings help with my mom. But do y'all not know there's others who have to contribute to my mother's well-being? So I want to treat older people like I want others to treat my mom. Do y'all understand? My time is almost, oh wow, that went by fast. My time is almost up. But I want others to, I treat others like I want others to treat my mama. I'm good to nurses and doctors. I'm good to older people because there are others other than my niece, my sister, my siblings, other than us. There are other people who has to be involved in with my mom. And I don't want anybody mistreating my mother. Not even us. I don't want anybody mistreating my mother. So my responsibility is to make sure I treat others like I want my mother to be treated. Hmm? The way I treat the children that's with me, my biological daughter, Carolyn, the way I treat other people is the way I want them to treat the children in my life that I call my spiritual children, or my birth children from the spirit. And so I treat others right because I want them to treat the children right. Mothers, we don't live, we make ways for our children. Do y'all hear me? We make ways for our children. We can either open doors or close doors for our children. I look at Deion Sanders, and y'all, I like Deion. From the first day I met him back in 1990 something, I think. And we both was in the store, and he walked in, the man waiting on me. He said, "Oh, you ain't gonna wait on me?" I said, "No, he waiting on me. How you just walk? I didn't know who he was." He said, "Do you know who I am?" I said, "Do you know who I am?" He said, "I'm Deion Sanders." I said, "I'm Judy Mandrell." Had I known back then he was going to be who he is right now, he might not remember that moment, but I remember that moment. But you know what I love? That he stand up for his children. Yes, to some, he's very arrogant or cocky. But when you had to endure some of the things he had to endure and how he's raising and doing his son, he taught his son how to be picked last, 144, when you were destined or played to be chosen either one or two, but they chose you as number 144. Did you see the celebration they had? That's what parents do with their children. Mothers, you teach your children to celebrate. If they should have picked them and they didn't, they don't choose them on the whatever, they don't choose them here. Teach them to celebrate wherever they are, and then make life where they bring their own table and invite who they want to the table. That's what mothers do. That's what mothers do. Mothers, we make things happen. And I want you to understand, mothers, every act of kindness, everything that you've done for your children, everything, mothers, you have made an indelible impression upon your children. You really have. You really have. Mothers, you are awesome. Your patience is a superpower. And sometimes mothers is taken for granted. That's right. Teach them how to respond when they win and lose. And the greatest way is by seeing how you do it. That is the absolute truth. And I'm going to end with that. Mother, you are a living example to your children. Mothers, you teach them. Well, I got Father's Day coming too, because God knows we got some good fathers. But mothers, you have done well. Continue to do well. I don't care what mother role you're in, do it well. We appreciate you. Your life matter. You are the bedrock upon which our lives are built. You provide the foundation of care, love, and guidance that shape your children's development. Thank you, Danette. That's my daughter. She is. Thank you. Mothers, you shape. You the nurturer, not just children, but you nurture our dreams. You make things happen. Mothers, you are valuable. I know sometimes it may seem like these children ain't paying attention. But remember, the older children, remember, mama's a mama now. Remember, you ain't always seem like you paid attention either. But mothers, we are where we are because of the biological mothers giving birth, whether they're present or not. The grandmothers, oh my God, grandmothers, you are lifesavers. Grandmothers, godmothers, auntie mothers, spiritual mothers, all the mothers. I want to thank God for all of you, every last one of us. You are very important. You are important. You are the unsung heroes of our societies. The tireless work, dedication, and emotional labors of mothers often go unrecognized. But mothers, you are essential to the well-being of families and communities. Your dedication to your families is truly remarkable. Mothers, you consistently prioritize your family, putting their needs over your own. You create a legacy of love. So, mothers, I want to thank you. I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all mothers. And whether, as we did the prayer earlier, I know some of you this is going to be a bittersweet week for you. And I want to say, may God give you peace, strength, and comfort. Go back and listen to the prayer. If y'all would share this, share. I appreciate the comments today. Thank you all so very much. Thank you all. I want y'all to join me in Bible study at 7:30. Join me in Bible study every Tuesday night. And these Tuesdays in the first Tuesdays in May. Is that right? First Tuesdays in May? Yeah, these are first Tuesdays in May. They're going to be taught by our chairman deacon, Deacon Lance Ball. When I tell you that young man is absolutely phenomenal. That's my son. That's my son. I love that boy. And he's going to speak tonight. He's going to do Bible study the first two Tuesdays in May. So y'all join us for Bible study. And then join us Sunday for Mother's Day. Join us Sunday. Sunday is Mother's Day Sunday. Sunday is Mother's Day Sunday. And we want you to be our guest. And we're going to say Happy Mother's Day to every mother. Happy Mother's Day. And to those of you who, I know 3 people burying their mother one Friday and 2 Saturday. Y'all, that's going to be real hard for them. That's the weekend before Mother's Day. Let's keep them in our prayers. Let's keep them in our prayers. Let's keep them in our prayers. Y'all, I love you. Happy Mother's Day from me, Dr. Judy Mandrell, on the Real Talk with Judy live radio show. I love y'all. I promise you I do. And if I could have a whole city of celebrating mothers, y'all better know I would. I love y'all. And guess what? Ain't nothing you can do about it. That's Real Talk.
Real Talk with Judy. Real Talk with Judy on the radio. Real Talk with Judy. Real Talk with Judy